Now, more than 24 hours since an attempted mass shooting at a local church, we're hearing from the security guard who opened fire, stopping that gunman.
Yeah, Crosspoint Community Church in Wayne is littered with bullet holes, but thankfully none of their members were killed in the violence on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's thanks in part to the security guard, who's speaking only to 7 Action News Detroit's Randy Wimbley. Randy's sitting down with Jay Trombley, who opened up about jumping into action during those chaotic moments.
It was muscle memory to go to take care of the threat, to protect the family.
And Jay Trombley, a member of the church's security team, did just that, striking and killing an active shooter Sunday morning. Those inside the church first alerted by the suspect's gunfire.
We heard what turned out to be 10 shots, and it sounded just like a jackhammer. So we heard that. Everybody kind of paused in the church for a moment.
Moments of confusion quickly turning to chaos. Dustin Fiocco recounting the living nightmare at Crosspoint Community Church when 31-year-old Brian Browning, armed with a pistol and a semi-automatic rifle, arrived at the campus and fired on the church.
I don't know if it's worse if it's a stranger who has no connection to the church and just decides randomly to attack a church, or if it's worse when you know the person who does it. So I had very mixed feelings.
Pastor Bobby Kelly says he and others tried to minister to Browning months prior. Browning's mother was baptized at Crosspoint and on occasion attended worship services there.
Initially, my thoughts is, you think, what can I have done differently? You know, is there something that I missed? That's your initial thoughts. But I have to trust that the Lord allowed this to happen and protected us from it.
And that divine providence, Kelly says, showed up in a myriad of ways, from the church deciding months prior to not hold its worship service outside that day, to the kids at its vacation Bible school being in the church sanctuary during the shooting.
They would have been walking right through our lobby and would have been engaged by this suspect.
To a deacon arriving late, spotting Browning and hitting him with his truck, slowing him down so that the church safety team could join the fight.
He fired some more into our building. By the grace of God, he missed me. He hit another person in the calf. And after that, I engaged him and took care of the threat.
Now, coming up at 6, you'll hear more from the man who stopped the active shooter here at Crosspoint Community Church. And he says he never knew until that day whether he would run from the sound of gunfire or run to it. In Wayne, I'm Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.